I can remember way back cabin lead. There's a million different stories. I was the cabin leader for Cabin Apollos over here for all those years, and I remember one night that I'm still laughing about this, and this had to have been 21, 22 years ago. Sure enough, cabin leading a group of boys. It was teens camp, teen or junior high. I think it was teenage camp. And of course, we always have the Coca-Cola train that comes by here every 15 minutes. At least at that time, it was every 15 minutes. And a bunch of boys in the cabin had the creativity in mind that three of them conspired to torment one of their fellow camper boys here. And they waited till the boy fell asleep. And when he was good and sound asleep, then they waited for a train. When a train come, one of them had a flashlight, and the other one had a pillow, and of course the third one was going to pull the sleeping bag back. And as the sound of the train come up here and the train hit the horn, they flew back the sleeping bag. The one guy shined the flashlight in his buddy's face as if the train was about to run him over, and then the other guy beat him with the pillow. And again, that's been 2 decades ago. I'm still laughing over that kind of creativity. So that's the humorous stories, and there's a bunch of others too. There's others where, of course, I snore very loudly. Anybody that's been around camp knows this. When I sleep, I snore very, very loudly. And a group of teenage boys one year thought, okay, we know when he goes to sleep because he snores loudly. And I kind of thought, okay, something's up. The cabin's being a little too quiet. Something's up. And so I had the Lord gave me enough intuition or wisdom at that point that I thought, you know what? I'm just going to pretend like I fall asleep. And I always fell asleep. I had the aluminum garbage can right next to the door. I cracked the door open about 6 inches so we get some air through there. And sure enough, here comes one teenage boy. He comes out of a sleeping bag, and my eyes are wide open. I'm down in the dark bunk, the one that's underneath in the dark over there, right next to the door. And I see the one boy coming out of his sleeping bag, and he's in his tighty-whitey underwear, sneaking up to try to move the aluminum garbage can that's right next to my face. Well, as soon as he had reached down and about picked that up, I would snort, and he would fly back up into his sleeping bag. And of course, this went on and on for 5 or 6 times. Pretty soon, the whole cabin of boys started laughing and giggling, and I did too. So some of the fun